Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to encourage all of you to come right down and have a seat. Get up off that couch. Come on down and visit the CASA right there. Okay, sit down. This is not about the census. We're here today for the Light of Hope Candlelight Vigil, remembering victims of child abuse and talking about what we do and what we can do to prevent child abuse. We have a number of people here with us today, and I'm going to introduce them one by one, and they're going to get up and tell you a little bit about what they do. First off, since I'm at the beginning, I'm going to tell you about what I do. What I do is, as director of CASA of Carson City, I recruit, train, and supervise people from the community who volunteer to speak up for abused and neglected children.
And so that's why I have this impetus to serve the state. And Chris thinks he's got a great job. I have the best job because I get to travel throughout Nevada talking to citizens, judges, business people, community organizers about the CASA mission. When I started a little over 3 years ago, there were 5 CASA programs. We now have 6. Our latest CASA program to get up and running is Great Basin CASA, which is based in Ely. And recently, Great Basin CASA began accepting cases from Eureka County, and I recently spent some time with both of the judges in Ely, and we're going to look at expanding the Great Basin CASA program.
With the economy, we have people who are out of jobs, they've lost their homes, and so it's a whole different feel for our community on people not knowing where to go. And so by educating you and the rest of the community, you can reach out to these families and get them where they need to go. We have some of our staff here today. They're in the back, here waiting. So if you have any questions, you can ask me or any of them about being a foster parent. What we do at our office is investigate child abuse. So if you know of any abuse, you call our office. And what you can do is be a concerned neighbor, be a concerned family member, and let us know and try to keep our kids safe in our community. Carol?
Okay, so what's the difference between being helpful and being nosy? Because that's what I hear from people. You know, I don't want to be nosy.
Sure.
4 gang members took over a house. And by the time about 8 officers had cleared it, I was on scene because we had a 7-year-old and a 12-year-old in the house. What a horrible situation that is. What opportunities in life is somebody going to have, is a little child going to have if that's the structure that's around them? And as I pulled away, we were looking for services for those children in the middle of the night. Folks, that's not uncommon in Carson City. It's not uncommon anywhere. But I do want to tell you a story. I want to get off a little bit of the cop stuff. I want to tell you a little bit of a story that has evolved over some time. You know, it's only about 2 or 3 blocks away from here is the Governor's Field. It's one of the most magnificent things that we have here in Carson City. Beautiful baseball field, soccer, football, all of the things that a family and kids can hope for, right? And it's surrounded by a beautiful fence and trees so that kids can get out there and they can play in safety. Well, imagine something for me.
Perfect example of it, because I always put them on the spot, but you know, right now, their picture, their family portrait, hangs on the walls of Congress up on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., because they were chosen as like the angels of Nevada for adoption. Roberta and Meryl, who are just gorgeous, gorgeous mothers and fathers, have adopted 18 kids. But we also get to see the beautiful stories. We get to see the inspirational stories. And I'll share something with you. Yesterday I had 50 teenagers in foster care with me all day. 50 of them. And we were getting them interested in going to college. And right before that, I had done a radio show on foster care, and I took a teenage girl with me who was 17 years old and had been in foster care for 10 years because of the abuse that she had to go through.
For all of you who have worked on putting this together, for all that Chris has done, for all of you who volunteer, for our great state employees who are involved in this on a day-to-day basis. And I guess my words to you today would be about being kind. I was listening to the end of Sheriff Furlong, and you know, it's about all of us. We set the standard, we set the example. And coming from a world for the last 12 years in politics, it's so disappointing to me. I taught social studies for 27 years before going into politics. And what I see today in the political world is not what it should be. We should be able to talk to one another in a kind manner.
The need in Carson City is obvious. We need foster homes. We have plenty of families out there with the need for reunification, and when their kids are, infirmly, it makes it really difficult to get the visitation going. And so that need is obvious. We do a great job in Carson City with a CASA program headed up by Chris Baer, and we appoint CASAs to every one of our cases. But we need foster families here, and that would be a great thing to have the kind of coverage for foster care as we have for CASAs right now. On a statewide basis, CASA is certainly a need also. You just heard only 20% of the kids in this state have CASAs. We're fortunate in Carson City. Every kid who needs a CASA, who is before the court, will be appointed a CASA. And it's very helpful. Sometimes the most consistent person in that child's life is their CASA.
I do have a proclamation, Chris, to give to you from our court. It is one of our, I think they're kind of cool. I'm still in awe of what I get to do. But it actually says it's a way to recognize, honor, and thank all court-appointed special advocates for their efforts on behalf of abused and neglected children. The prevention of child abuse requires collaboration and teamwork from many in the community. And among those who strive to improve the lives of children, CASA volunteers stand out. Their tireless work as first-hand experts on the individual and needs of abused and neglected children gives those children the best possible chance at a hopeful future. All of us in Nevada owe a duty to the children of this state to work together to prevent child abuse and to ensure that every child in Nevada has a healthy and safe home. On this occasion of the Light of Hope Candlelight Vigil, the Supreme Court of Nevada recognizes the ongoing efforts of CASA programs in Nevada to increase awareness of child abuse and neglect, and thereby improve the lives of your children. And I proudly present this to you, Chris. Thank each and every one of you. And I have a little personal note as I present this to you. One of the good things that I know happened to me in my life, besides the 4 kids and those grandbabies that I have, is that I was blessed. I was a foster kid, and the most amazing parents adopted me, and that is the reason that I can stand before you today, because someone gave me a home, made me believe that there were infinite possibilities for me. And so that was a gift that I got from my foster and then my adopt parents. So to all of you, thank you, and thank you for everything you do.
It's a very special day here at the Carson Mall. Thank you so much for being with us to do this.